So here we are, Camodo Racing League is back, and today we're doing the much requested Modern Muscle versus Classic Muscle, and we're going to see who comes out on top here today. So here is a showcase of the Camodo Canyon real quick, just in case you forgot, and we're going to go over the rules today. So it's going to be a little bit different here. The starting order is still set by qualifying times, but we're going to take the top two qualifiers from the two divisions, the Modern and the Classic, and they're going to drag race to decide who gets the inside row for the main event. Then we're going to run 4 heats with the top 2 advancing to the main, and then the main is going to be 8 cars evenly divided between Modern and Classic Muscle. So which team are you? Team Modern or Team Classic? So we're not going to waste any time here today. Here is the drag race that is going to start this event. Now the Classic Muscle had a little bit more power, that's why they're on the inside row. So you have a Pontiac GTO versus a 2018 Camaro, and we're set and ready. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, and they're off. And here we go down the hill. Looks like the Camaro has taken the lead on the outside with the GTO hot on its tail as they go down through the corners, and it is really, oh wait, I think we have an issue with the Classic Muscle car, and it looks like the Camaro is going to take the victory, and I believe the Classic Muscle has just parked itself in the garage. So we're looking at a quick replay here. It was actually a fairly close race, but it actually looks like the Classic Muscle car got snagged on one of the corners, and I believe they called it a race early, and they decided to go ahead and just park it right into the garage. That was a pretty close battle, but that means that the Modern Muscle are going to get the first heat here, and they are going to earn the #1 starting position in the main event. So we're ready to go here for heat number 1, and here is your lineup. So it's going to be the Camaro once again starting in the first position, followed by a Dodge Challenger, a Ford Mustang GT, and we have a Shelby GT350 to round out the top 4 here. So remember, top 2 advanced. We're ready to go. 3, 2, 1, and they're off. Looks like a pretty even release here, but it's going to be the Dodge Challenger from the outside has overtaken the Camaro, but we have a fight on our hands here. First and second are fairly close to each other, and holy man, that was a finish and a half there. Looks like the Camaro retook the lead on the outside. We're going to need to see that on a replay. So it definitely looks like the whole shot advantage went to the Challenger, but the Camaro fought back like a champion, and if you look at the finish camera here, that was a sweet overtake on the outside to take over first place and to win the first heat here. So your top 2 qualifiers from that heat are going to be the Camaro and the Challenger, and the other 2 cars are eliminated. I tell you what, the Modern Muscle probably feels pretty good here with that Camaro starting in first place for the main event. So here is your lineup for the first Classic Muscle heat. So we have the Pontiac GTO, which was the #1 qualifier, the Dodge Charger 69, a Camaro 69, and we have another Dodge Charger from 70 in blue to round out your top 4, and we're ready to go. 3, 2, 1, and they're off. And here they go down the hill, and once again the outside lane as the Classic Muscle races down the mountain. Pretty good spacing between them, and oh, we have trouble over the jump. The leader is out, and it is total chaos. Everybody else is on their lid, and I believe 4th place just won this race. It's the Dodge Charger from 1970, and the GTO also just made it into the main event, finishing 2nd there. That was probably one of the most insane looking finishes I've ever seen here on the Camodo Canyon. And there it is, your leader clipped the jump just wrong, almost hit our camera. We're definitely gonna need to go check on the people in the garage. And then look at the finish here, everybody is upside down. But they finish, and that's all that matters, and the remaining 2 cars are eliminated. So here we are with the last Modern heat here. Let me know who you guys think is going to make it into the main event. So your starting lineup is, we have a Ford Mustang starting in first, you have a 2017 Camaro ZL1 starting in second, we got a Dodge Challenger that's green starting in third, and we have a Dodge Charger, which is going to round out your top 4 here. They're lined up ready to go. 3, 2, 1, and they're off. And they look really good going down the first hill, and oh, this is a competitive fight here. It looks like the Dodge Charger has taken the lead from the 2nd row. And here they come over the jump. Who's going to survive? And oh, there's a little bit of rough racing there, and looks like it's gonna be the Dodge Charger is gonna be your winner from 4th place, and the Challenger upside down is 2nd place. 2nd place didn't even cross the finish line. That was absolutely messy. We're gonna need to break that down. First, let's see how the Dodge Charger took the lead from the 2nd row, and as you can see, some really smooth moves. Nice overtake there. And where it went all wrong for the cars behind it was the jump. You can see that the Challenger hit it wrong, spun around, but actually slowed down the ZL1 and prevented it from overtaking, and actually got stuck up on the curb. And yeah, the Dodge Challenger upside down, skidded all the way down almost to the finish line, and it is going to finish 2nd, and it is going to move on to the main event, with both the Mustang and the Camaro getting eliminated here. So here we are with the final classic heat, and we got a very awesome lineup here. So starting first is a Hemi Cuda. We have a Gran Torino Sport in 2nd. We have a Dodge Charger RT in 3rd. And in 4th, we have a 67 Camaro that is maroon, and they are ready to go. 3, 2, 1, and they're off. Looks pretty even going down the hill, but it's the Gran Torino that takes the lead here. But not so fast. The Cuda's hard on its tails, and oh, we got issues. Oh my goodness, the Camaro from 4th place has won. I believe it might have yeeted the Cuda off into the garage. We probably need to get some medical staff down there. Let's look at that on the replay, and oh dear. What happened to the Gran Torino? So coming down the double turns, it somehow tipped itself over from the lead, and as you can see from the jump shot, the Cuda also flipped itself over the jump, landed upside down, and then the Camaro pushed it off, and it landed into the tow trucks down in the garage. But folks, according to our measurements, the Cuda is going to finish in 2nd place. The Gran Torino ended up stuck in the jump, and the RT didn't even make it close to the finish. So the Camaro and the Cuda are going to the main event. But that's it. We are ready to go here for the main event. And here is your lineup. So you got to say the Camaro's got to be the favorite here, starting in 1st place, followed by the 70 Dodge Charger, and then you have the modern Dodge Charger. The winner of the final heat, the Camaro, starts 4th. You have a gray Dodge Challenger. The Pontiac GTO is in 6th place. The green Dodge Challenger starting way back in 7th place. And finally, the Hemi Cuda is going to wrap up the final position here. And we're ready. 3, 2, 1. And they're off. Big field heading down towards turn 1, and the Dodge Charger is in the lead. Took it away from the Camaro, but oh, I think it spun. Oh geez, and they're over the jump, and we've got a pile up here in the final corner. And wait, what is this? The green modern Challenger from 7th place has just won this race. And yeah, it was definitely the leaders taking each other out, causing a pile up, and that Challenger swooped around on the high side on the final corner and was able to stretch it out and get the victory. So the Classic Muscle is going to finish 2nd and 3rd, with the Charger and the GTO, and the Hemi Cuda is going to finish 4th. So Classic Muscle dominated the race except for the final spot, and that is going to go to the Dodge Challenger. Here it is in victory lane, and that might have been the best finish we've had so far on the Camodo Racing League.